It's part of a series I'm hoping to do called Pulling with Poetry, which is obviously an accident waiting to happen. This is lesson 12, Premature Nostalgia. It's about trying to use poetry to pull when you're drunk. Can I get your number, darling? And what's your name? It'd be a shame if you had to leave without letting me explain that you caught my eye across the room and I felt somehow attuned to you, your look, your shock of hair. And I'm well aware this sounds prepared and you probably think I share these words with herds of girls across the land, so I'll expand, perhaps stand you a drink, give you time to think so you don't knee-jerk shrink away from me, sink and slink away from me when I really just want you to be at ease. So please don't gather up your phone and keys, stay and I'll appease your fears that I'm some freak too full of beers when I'm really just as I appear, a boy interested in you, my dear, a boy begging your ear. First thing, I'm not after a one-night stand. Granted, if you rose and took my hand, led me home, that'd be grand. I'm just saying, that's not the plan. I see a second date for us, a first-rate third date, fourth date, plus a veritable dating omnibus. And I don't fuss on going Dutch, I'm not a rich man, I don't have much, but you can't put a price on a tender touch, and some morning soon, after loving and such, the morning would bring us close together and we'll make plans for some shared forever, and you'll ask me and I'll move in, and you and I can live and sin. We'll sin for years, we'll sin through tears, we'll sin through unevenly developing careers. But your success will never bug me, I'll live to love and know you love me, and then one day I'll feel cliched and I'll get on one knee, suggest we marry, you'll agree. So we can leave that state of sin and contemplate the state we're in, budget, barter and begin our lives as you and me and him. Our first son born, our first son formed of equal parts of you and me, raise him to be what he will be, with every bump and scratch and blister, so he'll inspire the little sister that follows him a few years after, and you and I and them will craft a happy home, a home where they grow up and when they're done with that they leave, but still return enough that there's no time to grieve the poignant loss of youthful dossing in our house, and we receive our first grandchild on New Year's Eve. We don't meet him straight away, because we're both too drunk to drive. We start to joke about just how long we've been alive. Then we look at each other and realise that we just don't look old to each other's eyes. Not long after I lie in bed in a cold and sterile room, you sit crying quietly as I lean into you to say, something sweet I haven't thought of yet. But when it gets you too, we're buried with a river view, buried close together, settled in to start that shared forever. So, can I get your number, darling, and what is your name?